Operational Risk Management, or ORM, was developed by the Navy in an effort to reduce accidents in high-risk areas on aircraft carriers and other Navy ships. A key element of ORM is that it involves the individual in the decision-making process. If a sailor on the flight deck sees an imminent accident, he can halt the operations. This video presents a simplified version of the Navy's ORM that is adaptable to outdoor recreation situations. First, a little bit of theory. In many of the accident prevention models, there is a duality between the individual and the organization. The organization is comprised of individuals carrying out the business of the organization within the policy, practices, and procedures and management culture determined by management. Some models and systems like Knowles Risk Management Training Program and Burton-Germain Domino Theory model focus on managing the organizational culture with policy, practices, and procedures. Other models like ORM focus on the individual operating within the organizational culture. Both the individual making decisions and managing the organizational culture complement each other. In the Navy's ORM paradigm, the sailor assesses severity and the probability of an incident occurring. Severity is the effect of the hazard and is subdivided into 4 categories, including the loss of mission capability, death, severe injury or damage, minor injury or damage, and minimal injury or damage. Probability is the frequency or likelihood of occurrence over time and is also subdivided into 4 categories, including likely, probable, may, and unlikely to occur. A 4x4 table is created with 16 cells. A 5-point risk assessment code is created by the 16 cells and indicates the action to be taken by the sailor. Critical requires immediate intervention. Serious indicates that modification is needed, but not immediately. Moderate and minor indicate a monitoring action, and negligible are acceptable risks. In a summary of the Navy's paradigm, the individual sailor is provided with a decision-making tool where they can relate severity with the probability to reduce accidents. The Navy issues a 3x5 card of the table, which suggests that the 16-cell table is not really intuitive. If the Navy version fits your circumstances, by all means use it. It is a proven paradigm that has reduced accidents. Consider a simplified version of ORM that is less complex and doesn't require a cue card. It focuses on the triage principle, which makes it more intuitive. First, severity was updated to incorporate barrier analysis and the accident process, where accidents are the result of an unwanted energy transfer from the source to the target. Next, in outdoor recreation, an accident resulting in death and severe injury or damage essentially has the same outcome, which is to stop the activity and take immediate action. These 2 categories were combined. Third, probability is time-related and was subdivided into 3 categories: likely to occur, may eventually occur, and unlikely to occur. The Navy's categories of likely and probable were combined. The result is a 9-cell table with 3 recommended actions. Enter the triage concept. In outdoor recreation settings, even minor injury, damage, or loss will normally lead to immediate intervention. The second recommended action is similar to the Navy's category of Risk Management Code category of serious. There is time to modify the activity to make it unlikely to occur or to minimize injury, damage, or loss. The third recommended action is to monitor. It should be noted that outdoor leaders and participants are always assessing the situation and looking for changing conditions. The Navy suggests a 5-step systematic process where the hazards are identified and assessed in terms of their danger. A decision is made regarding what action should be taken. Controls and changes are implemented and then supervised to determine their effectiveness. And then the process begins again. Although hazards can definitely lead to injury, damage, or loss, sources of wanted energy transfers, like cooking on a stove, can also lead to unwanted energy transfers. Step 1 and 2 were updated to reflect sources of unwanted energy flows. The following example illustrates the use of ORM. It was an Everglades trip. While on the Gulf of Mexico side, the group goes swimming in the Gulf during late afternoon. Alligators are not a threat in the Gulf. The leader monitors the situation, assessing minimal severity and probability that is unlikely to occur. After a day or two, the group moves inland. The leader reminds the group that there were alligators present and that swimming in the water was unsafe and not permitted. This complements the Park Service's policy. In terms of the 5-step process, the instructor has identified the source of the potential unwanted energy transfer. The group is camping on a chickie for the night. Chickies are a 12 by 14 foot platform standing several feet above the water. The leader observes several trip members climbing down the ladder and immersing themselves in the water. It is not swimming, but it is close to it. Opportunistic alligators could be present. Using the ORM risk management assessment, the leader quickly assesses that severity is severe and the probability was likely at worst and at best could eventually occur. The instructor intervenes and stops the activity. Quickly, the leader makes a decision to assemble the group and discuss the dangers of swimming in inland waters. The campers agree with the discussion points regarding the dangers present. The leader keeps close watch out of the corner of her eye to make sure that no one is swimming or dipping in the brackish inland waters and reassess sources of potential unwanted energy transfers. In summary, ORM is a risk management tool used by individuals to assess the severity and likelihood of an incident occurring. The key element in ORM is that the decision-making authority lies with the individual. It complements managing the organizational culture with policy, practices, and procedures. Consider the condensed version of the Navy's ORM presented in this video. Its triage approach to decision-making makes it more intuitive.